So now we're gonna move on to the next one, which is ESPN released a way too early All-American team, which, as we can see here, only buff we got on defense, Travis Hunter. I think that's legit. I don't think anybody else did enough to deserve at least first team preseason All-American. But Travis is Travis. Like, he's that guy. He's the best receiver and best corner in the country.
I mean, right. I mean, look at all the snaps he did last season on both sides of the, like, it goes without saying. Bro, it goes without saying.
Playing corner, period, is hard enough. Being able to play corner while you're playing receiver and getting 80 to 90.
And they know you're playing both sides, and they still respect you enough not to throw the ball that way. That's
Travis
impressive. That's impressive.
He's gonna be special. And in the conditioning videos you see, he has a different gear, like just a completely different gear. So that's what we expect. Now let's shift over to the offensive side. This is the offense All-American team. No buffs on here. Only one that I expect here is Shedeur. Shedeur's not on here. Carson Beck's on here. That's insane to me. Like, let's take a look at what Carson Beck did last year. So Carson Beck, now we're not adding playoff stats, so I removed those. And when you take away playoffs and take away regular season, he played 2 more games than Shedeur, had 3,498, let's say 3,500 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, 6 picks, and only 8 sacks. Remember that, 8 sacks. Now let's look at Shedeur. So Shedeur last season had about 300 less passing yards in 2 less games, had 27 touchdowns, which, what did Carson have again? Carson had 22. So 27 to 22. He had 3 interceptions compared to 6 interceptions and had 52 sacks. Bro, 52 sacks.
I'm about to drive to Colorado. Make sure them offensive linemen doing some work.
Do you see these numbers? So this is essentially saying that this is the best performing quarterback in college football who they expect going into this season. And you can see Shedeur's stats versus his, which are better stats, with the worst offensive line in football.
Probably the history of football, honestly.
I mean,
52 sacks.
52 is a lot.
There shouldn't be no return to start on the offensive line. Just
this year, bro. Imagine if Shedeur only has 8 sacks this year.
Yeah,
these numbers are going to be 4,500 passing yards.
I'm thinking 40 touchdowns. I'm thinking he might hit 5K on the passing yards.
He might.
I'm telling you,
like, especially
we're gonna have to go to the casino and we're gonna have to get some alternate bets going in, bro.
Especially in the Big 12.
5K. That's what I'm saying. And that receiving core, come on, man.
And I didn't expect ESPN to put him on there. You know, everybody. For a few months, or really a month, people were riding the Colorado train as far as the media. And then Coach Prime told him, I think it was after Oregon, Stanford, he said, watch how it flips. And it did. Now, anytime something Colorado happens, it's being pushed in the media negatively.
Right.
So now there's no more, I think Shedeur's like top 30 for Heisman finalists. Like, huh?
Hey.
You put up these numbers with, that's another. I did that.
Another fan dude. Yeah. Another bet.
Hey. I'm like, how did he rated this low when he played fantastic? 27 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, having to deal with 52 sacks and not having a run game.
That's because Colorado represents change, and they represent the real change, right? They, like when you hear Reggie Bush speaking about Saban and how he's left, you know what I'm saying, because of the NIL and stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, I 100,000% agree with him. You know, the NIL to leveled out the playing field, and you can see that over in Clemson, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you think about this stuff, right? And so when you see a player like Shedeur, like the media is trying to be super negative on him because either they're gonna love you or hate you, right? But I think they're attracting the viewers because people are going to hate Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean, people are just going to hate Colorado, but people are going to watch Colorado because they hate Colorado, right? So,
and it's brought a different spotlight to Colorado, which every single thing you do is going to be magnified.
Right.
Whether good or bad, no matter what you do, is going to be magnified.